go ahead and open up the doors of the church. Nah. See, my blush was blessed, but it wasn't highly favored. These are just the gifts that they include in the box, and they're gonna get blessed for this. So why would you opt for a single knotted wig? Well, I'll tell you why. You in church service and you just trying to enjoy the word and go on to the house and cook, but people come up on you and they stand on the top of you while they talking to you sometimes, and those double knots will betray you. Hey cousins, hey, it's your girl Mary Kay coming to you with a slay today. I'm coming to you with a slay today.
Let the church say subscribe.
Nah. See, before I start service, it is imperative that y'all see this beat that I got going on this season. Y'all, your girl been practicing. But see, my blush was blessed, but it wasn't highly favored. So I had to go ahead and put a little bit of that oomph on it. You know what I'm talking about? So let's go ahead and open up the doors of the church. I'm bringing you a slay from XrsBeauty. You guys already know what time it is with XrsBeauty. They are known for high quality hair, for their lace and that hairline, okay? These are just the gifts that they include in the box. These items make your install a little bit easier, and they're gonna get blessed for this. I appreciate them adding this to the box. We have some flexi rods that I never use because I never have enough in the gift set. So yeah, I usually don't use those, but I'm still appreciative of it. Let's go ahead and unwrap this baby right here and see what we're working with. It's something nice. This is what the cap construction is looking like. I told you guys, XrsBeauty is known for that liggity lace. Yes, that lace. We got two combs right here. We have a comb in the back of the frontal, and we also have a comb in the back of the wig. You have your adjustable strap, as you would come to expect. Now, the sermon today is about double knots versus single knots. Now, a lot of people talk about double knots and single knots, but I wanted to dive a little bit deeper because, like everything, things have their pros and their cons. Now, I can preach this if I want to. Now, the single knot is much more seamless. It's less visible to the eye. It bleaches beautifully. It's not so much of a headache when it comes to a natural look. The knots are smaller, okay? It's gonna give you a more natural appearance than the double knots. The double knots are larger. They're much more visible. They're harder to bleach. It's gonna give you a less natural looking finish. For example, here's one of my wigs that has been double knotted. As you can see, the knots are very visible. You can see them, bam, they right there, smack dab in your face. But a lot of people who make wigs double knotted do it because the lifespan is longer. When you just think about it as far as the durability and the shedding factor, these type of wigs shed less than the single knotted wigs. So that's actually a pro of double knotted wigs. So why would you opt for a single knotted wig? Well, I'll tell you why. Because see, people run up on you, okay? You in church service and you just trying to enjoy the word and go on to the house and cook, but people come up on you and they stand on the top of you while they talking to you sometimes, and those double knots will betray you. So you want to go with the single knot option because the look of them is amazing. It is natural, and when you're dealing with a high quality vendor like XrsBeauty, that decreases the level of unwanted or just ignorant on top of ignorant shedding, okay? So you want to go with a nice quality vendor and go ahead and get you those single knots so it can be pressed down and runneth over and blend in with your skin. That's what I'm saying to you. You see, this is the purpose right here. The single tiny knots. It's the blentivity of it all. Now, as I said in a previous sermon, we win when it looks like skin. Huh? Somebody say win.
Win.
Hey, I heard you out there. Now that we understand the purpose of this wig and the purpose of single knots, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the wig like I normally do. I will show you the products that I use. As always, these products will be in the description box, as well as the links to this hair, other hair from XrsBeauty. I do want to mention that this particular wig is their brown lace. I know generally I use their clear lace for their wigs, which is unbelievable, you guys, but I'm using the brown lace today to show you what that looks like as well. So I'll be blending that out with a little bit of my foundation to kind of give that a more natural look, like around my forehead. So you'll notice that I do that. Also, you will notice that I'm trying out 2 melting products today. One that I've wanted to try out for a while, and then I'll be using my tried and true olive oil wig spray just to see which one I like, which one works better for me as far as melting. Before I go, let me just give you these specs so that you know what to look for when you go on the website. This is their new single knots and layered edge lace wig. The length that I have is 16 inches. This is a 13 by 6, again single knots layered edge wig. Now you guys, the density that I have is 150%. You guys know that is not my favorite density when dealing with straight hair. It's just not. It doesn't give me the ba boom that I like. When I get straight hair, typically I really like the 200 as far as volume goes, but I know a lot of you guys like, you know, sleek, fine, straight installs. This will be perfect for you if you are going for that look. I think as of right now 150 may be the highest, so maybe they'll consider adding some different density options, maybe a 180, maybe a 200. That would be really cool if they did that for those of us who like a little bit more oomph in the density department. So those are the things that I wanted to point out to you as far as specs, so just keep that in mind. The wig will come with these 2 braids, so you can really show off those single knots, honey. It's plucked lovely as always. XrsBeauty always does the darn thing as far as their lace, as far as their hairlines. They always go above and beyond, setting the standard. So I appreciate those efforts because that's less that you have to do, because I do not have all day. Even when I do, I don't.